think we're live.
We are live.
We are live. It is Wednesday, the rare and elusive Hump Day broadcast here on the Ben Coombs YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hanging out here with a guy I've known for, Christ, I'm going to go with 10 years.
10 years.
Let's go with 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years.
Did sound
Yep.
for us. Yeah.
Yep.
Probably carried us off stage once or twice.
Yep.
Carried us on stage once or twice.
You've played shows I've produced. I've played shows you've produced.
Yeah, yeah.
You've hired us to open for you. We've hired you to open for us.
Kind of the local gig.
Yeah. Here, there, and everywhere. I recall playing in a jail one night with you.
Oh, God.
And
And it was by choice.
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
by choice. Yeah, the Trenton. No, the Coburg. Yeah, the
The
Coburg,
Coburg
jail.
Yeah. Good times.
Ben Coombs, thanks for having me.
Pete Goyer, glad to have you, buddy. It's been too long. How's everyone doing out there? Who do we got in the chat? Let's see. Let's do some roll call here. You know how it works, folks. You want to get a shout out, you got to say hey. First in the chat, we have Jack the Rabbit out of the Bay City area.
Jack the Rabbit.
Joe Metalhead Hervey out of Long Island, New York. Adam D out of Parts Unknown, because I don't know.
Sounds like a wrestler.
He does, doesn't he? The original Paramutant, who I believe might be in the Carolina region.
He might be a wrestler.
Speaking of wrestlers, Eric C. Good to see you, man. Let's see. I think that's it so far. All right. Fair enough. Cool. It says we got 6 people watching. Minute and 40 seconds in, and we haven't sweared yet. Sweared yet?
When are we allowed to start swearing?
We can swear now.
Because we're Canadians.
We are.
So if you can't...
He's in Florida.
Oh, okay. All right.
Another hotbed of wrestlers.
Wrestlers.
Yeah.
All kinds of them down there. Florida's its own...
Savannah,
country.
Georgia. Paramutants out of.
Sorry, buddy.
There's Janice Lala out of Connecticut.
What's in Connecticut?
The headquarters of wrestling.
That's right. That office. That's
It all-
right.
we can tie it all
Oh, my
in.
gosh.
Hey, BC Rich 581. Good to see you, man. Who I believe he's out of Michigan. Not so much.
No. It's colder there than it is here, I'll bet.
Yep. Daniel Horsley. Awesome. So if you got any questions or comments for him or me or either of us or both of us or neither of us, don't tag us if it's not for us.
No.
No. So how's everyone doing? Everyone saying hey to each other. See, they're so polite. Well, you know how it is. You're in the chat from time to time.
I know, but I'm usually making fun of you, trying to get you to take your shirt off.
Well, there is that. Yeah.
So there's a story behind that.
Yeah. What do you think?
I can't remember now. I think you liquored up on stage one night and you took your shirt off and...
You know, I'm thinking it originated when the night I played in Toronto the night before I was supposed to play for you.
Okay.
And we ended up trashing the yacht that night.
Okay.
And our bass player quit the band.
No.
And then we showed up to play your gig the next day. And I remember it wasn't a hello, not a hi. You were just... I saw the photos on Facebook, Ben.
Yeah.
I saw the photos.
Yeah.
I know you were partying until 9 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
It's like, I said, we still got it.
Play your 10 songs.
Yep. And we did.
They cut it. They killed it. They killed it. Always did.
Yeah.
Ben always delivers.
But I was definitely, because that was, like August. And it was playing, I was playing at the Bovine, where you played yourself there. And great room, hot room.
Hot room. And you know what? I'm telling you, the best times with my band that we'd ever played was at the Bovine Sex Club in Toronto.
Yep.
You could book there on a Tuesday night. The place would be filled to the rafters.
Yeah.
And you've got everything in there from guys, wearing a shirt and tie to cross dressers, like you name it.
Complete near-to-wells.
It is and everybody's having a good time and everyone's getting along. And it's a great place.
Yep.
I really like
the place
playing
is
there.
designed to hold 100 and they put 200 in there.
It's a bit scary looking.
Yeah. I felt right at home.
Yeah, they had 70s porn playing on the TV there. I remember Farmer's Daughter kept on the loop there. But they run a great business. So if anybody ever gets a chance to book into the Bovine, do it.
Yeah.
You will make money. The owner, I guess the promoter, super honest.
Yeah.
Super honest. Guy gives you a printout at the end
Great
of the
sound
night.
guy.
Yeah.
Especially if you give him a joint before you go on.
No, I've been told that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know for sure. But
well, so I've heard.
so
You
you've
know,
heard.
we had our people talk to his people or
Your
something.
management went over
Yeah,
and had
I
a
think
discussion
so.
with them, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and unfortunately in our business here, getting honest people is not sometimes.
It's rare.
Yeah, and they're good guys. So Horseshoe Tavern, same thing too.
Yep.
If you ever get a chance.
I
to go
never
there.
got a chance to play there. It's one of the few I haven't.
That was my band's first gig.
Okay.
We
Damn.
we bullshitted our way into the Horseshoe Tavern, and it was absolutely a life-changing experience.
Let's see here. We've got Mike Rohde joined in. I saw Thomas Santiago join in. Blimpus, good to see you guys. And the mighty Nerd Halen is in the house.
Oh shit! I'm not going to be playing any Van Halen licks tonight.
We need to congratulate Caleb yesterday. It was announced he got his endorsement with EVH.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm really proud.
Man, those are tough licks to play. Anybody that says that playing Eddie Van Halen stuff's easy, go on YouTube and watch videos on how to learn how to play it.
Yeah.
There's still a lot going on there that people still haven't figured out yet.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah.
So we were talking earlier about
Yes.
what inspired you to start playing guitar. Speaking of Eddie Van Halen.
Yep.
So maybe you could tell us your story on that.
There's three.
I'll tell you mine.
Edward Van Halen,
Yeah.
because he was always smiling when he was playing.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ace Frehley,
Yeah.
because I thought, hell, bass could do it. We could do it.
Yeah, he dresses like a clown.
Yeah, and smiling all the
He's
time.
he's drunk. That's,
Well, yeah, I didn't know that when I was
Yeah.
5.
yeah.
You know.
I suppose.
And third would be my dad. You know, grew up around it. Basically, he stopped playing right around the time I started playing.
Okay. Nice.
So, yes. And yourself, which I realized I forgot to put up sound barrier. I'm going to quickly do that while you answer that question. I am listening.
Myself. Oh, myself. How did I? So, when I was a kid, they had Much Music. You used to have to pay for MTV in Much Music. And once in a while, they give a free weekend, and they play videos on like an 8-hour loop, if I remember right. So this video comes on, and this guy with this guitar that was all painted with stripes and stuff.
Yes.
And he was smiling and having fun. and I
Really
just-
don't even have the proper lighting on.
Oh,
either.
see? This is bullshit.
I know, eh?
I quit.
There.
Where the hell's my agent? So
Your
anyway.
agent's my agent. That's the
Yeah.
problem, right? There we go.
Look at this. Way better.
I bet you that looks way
Look
better.
at this. Better lighting than
Not a washed
friggin'
out.
Steve Boston right now.
Look out.
Yeah, so
Who may show up? You know, he was in the chat Sunday night.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up, kids? And yeah, it's kind
No,
of the
you
same thing.
rock.
I saw Eddie Van Halen playing guitar, and I thought,
Hell yeah.
first thing I thought was, oh shit, that looks so easy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
He's smiling while he's doing
smiling,
it.
Yeah, because he's drunk, probably. But anyways, that's good for him.
Cocaine's a powerful drug.
It is. Yeah, and so my mom and dad went out and bought me a guitar at Rollus Music. Rollus Music, cameras, and photography in downtown Belleville. And I think they're still
Bell
down
Vegas.
there. Yeah. And I played that guitar for about a minute and a half and then put it in the closet. Because it didn't sound like Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, Metal Soda. Good to see you, man. Fellow Canuck. With guitars.
Good.
Hey, Mel O'Brien. Good to see you, man. Uh-oh. Six String Stanger's in the house, and Tom Harhigh in the house. Tom Harhigh is a bit of a wild man. We got to keep our eye on him.
All right. So where? How do you know where these guys are from? Just from them talking?
Yeah, we get to know each
Where are you
other.
from, Tom Harhigh?
Philly area.
Philly. Holy shit.
Yes. Originally from Detroit area.
Flyers fan. Oh, even worse.
Yeah. Went to school with R.J. Ronquillo.
Okay.
Shout out R.J.
RJ.
Who may or may not show up in the chat as well.
Well, hopefully.
I believe I challenged RJ to that Instagram performance challenge.
And
Okay.
how'd you make out with that, Ben?
I haven't seen a photo from him yet. But be nice, otherwise
Okay.
you're getting tagged tomorrow.
Yeah. Is that the one I saw today on Facebook where you were
Yeah.
doing the rock god pose?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Almost
Yeah,
your
doing
shirt.
the fist pump.
And your shirt was almost off.
Well, see, I
Not
figured if
quite,
I
though.
put out a shirtless pic, I'll have to tag you in it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Jack the Rabbit says, your shirt is yelling at me.
F you.
Yes. Sus Mariosep. Where are you? Yes. Great name for a pedal. Hey, Jeff Ripplinger. I don't know where Jeff's from.
Jeff, where are you from?
we need to know this. I believe Mel's over in Ireland. A late night for Mel. Half Ace. Good to see you, man.
This is really cool.
It is.
Yeah. This is pretty cool.
Beats a day job.
Yeah. Playing guitar for a living would be a fun thing to do.
It is.
I have to learn how
On
to play.
occasion. Yeah. Well, I figure one of these days I'm going to get it right.
One of these days.
One of these days.
I know one scale. Gets me by.
Hey, when I found out the major pentatonic was the same as the minor, but it's just basically 3
Shifted.
frets over, I was like,
Yeah.
damn!
Yeah, this is how it works.
I just doubled my ability right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's saying hey to each other. Awesome. So we're waiting for some questions here, folks, and let us know, is the audio okay? The video looks alright. I got the mic further away tonight, so we can move it closer if needed. I suppose. Guitar Man 45, hello. Is your buddy from the Weezer cover band? No. That'd be Matt Fry and Dan Orr, who will be on February 23rd.
No.
From the band Sleazer.
Sleazer. No, definitely not. I played in a band called Rye and Silence. And I think we're on hiatus right now.
I think you're on hiatus.
I think we're on hiatus, yeah.
Let's go with that.
Well, no, everything's cool.
Well, isn't Kyle like in Nova Scotia?
We think so.
Yeah.
Kyle
Went
for a walk.
That's
and
a
we
bit of a
haven't seen him in
commute
6
for
months.
band practice.
Well, he's a bass player, so you never know, right? So.
Well, I happen to have a bass over there. Just saying.
Yeah, but you got to be able to keep up with Kyle's reputation. Kyle, I hope you're watching this, buddy.
Well, the last time I played bass, well, actually the last time I gigged, I filled in on bass. I got a phone call at 4 in the afternoon to gig that night with a band.
Yeah.
And I filled in for a mutual bass player of ours for a period of time, Larson J. Babcock, was MIA.
Larson J.
And so,
Fucking Larry.
exactly. Larry was MIA, so I got a phone call. We go on stage at 9.
Yeah.
Would you be kind enough to join our band for a night? Sure.
Was this the Honey?
No, this was after the Honey Badger Oath. This was just last October.
Okay.
And, yeah. So, Richie's like, do you want the set list? I'm like, does it matter? Like,
Give me the key.
we're on stage, and, I'm like, I'll just watch your left hand all night, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
And
So,
turn me down.
well, I was the bass player.
Do the Metallica thing. Just
Yeah, I could have.
get rid of the bass player altogether because you don't really need a bass player, right?
So Tom High says, I was late, Ben. Could you introduce your friend again? I suppose we can. This is Mr. Pete Goyer, guitar player,
Insurance salesman.
somewhat, I was going to say, somewhat singer.
Somewhat? No.
Don't you yell out some backing vocals on
If
occasion?
my drummer ever heard me call myself a singer, he'd
Vocalist?
throat punch me. Yeah, I guess so. I kind of did
Provider of backing shows.
provider of backing shows.
Yeah.
That's who I was.
kind of how I started.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What's your favorite song to jam together and why?
Well, I would have to say the only song we were. Remember that time you came to our one gig?
Yeah.
I don't even think you were playing that one. Buddy showed. This has happened a couple times. Rory showed up one time with a guitar too, and just jumped on stage with us because we were pretty cool. We didn't.
Yeah.
care,
Well,
right?
well, at that time I had my rig in my car at all times.
Sounds like me when I was.
Yeah, I remember that because the
to
sound
sleep
guy
in the
had
tent
you
like
guys
that.
all mic'd up. He's like, "You're not going to be able to compete," and I said, "Oh, I will. Don't
Yeah,
worry."
I just turned it up. So yeah, I'm rocking in a free roll. I think this is what we play.
Rocking in the
'Cause
free
you can't
world,
really screw it up, right?
and the Flies got you where I want you.
All 2 chords. Yeah.
Which, want to hear "World of Small World"?
What's that?
I had quite the hangout with Josh, singer from the Flies.
Yeah.
He's now singer for my buddy JJ's band.
Okay. Nice.
And so I sat in on their band practice while I was out there for NAMM, and Josh and I sat and talked for about 2 hours after the show. And it's like, dude, yeah, we know about you. And he's like, oh, I didn't know how relevant that song is now. I'm like, still being covered.
You know what? It's funny how it's such a people think that this is like music. Music is such a small community.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see a lot of guys there's a lot of. We played with I want to say Travel Charger a few years ago.
Yeah. I remember that. I was there.
And their bass player was in Gob, was he not? Too? Like he had.
I think
he had
he
two
did both gigs.
Like, he had 2 gigs.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think if you get, it's a small community.
There's my lovely sister Amanda.
Hello, Amanda.
There's Gurr, Music Therapy Laz. Good to see you, folks. Yeah, just in the world of small worlds, the fact that, one of the few songs that we had covered together on stage, and then I found out about Josh working with JJ about a year ago, and I got to meet him, and I'm like, you don't mind if I fanboy for about 5 minutes? He's like, really? I was like, oh yeah. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Surfer by trade.
By trade?
Yeah.
Be a good deal. I'd be like a pro fisherman.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Surfer, painter, singer. Not too shabby. That's right, Metal Soda. JJ's new tunes are pretty cool. Really good stuff. It's like, yeah. All right. SD Design. Hey, buddy. Tuning in from San Diego.
San Diego, California.
Mm-hmm. Much better weather than us.
We're supposed to get a ice storm tomorrow?
Yep.
Right.
SD Design says, I just went on a beer run. I'm drinking Bud Light now, like Ben. I'm actually drinking Busch tonight. And it's a quite large can. Thank you, Pete.
And I'm drinking. Can you see that? I don't know.
It's up there. It's the one with lights on it.
First, because I give 0 facts.
That's right.
It's 0 facts. I don't even know.
Janice says hello to
It's on
everyone that
sale.
came in after my original hello. Nice. Tall Boy Bush. Hell yeah. That's beyond a tall boy. This is a King
He's
Can.
a leader.
740 mil. So that's 2 beers. Just under 2 beers.
Yeah.
Just a skosh. A skosh. That's right. It's a big bush. Cheers, half ace.
Man, I could do this every weekend. Every week.
Well, if you're bored.
Being is how I live, quite literally 2 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring in co-host Canucks with guitars.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, man. This is fun. This is fun. I watch your show all the time. I'll be laying in bed and I'm like, okay, Ben's live. I'm gonna make a smart ass shirt comment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil Mosley. Those are the size cans we have over in the UK. Damn straight. Speaking of which, and there's Eddie Van Haskell. Love that name.
Jeepers.
Phil Mosley. Oh, what the fuck's the name of that company? So, I'm over at NAMM, and I'm talking with this British company that makes selector switches. Okay?
Yep.
So, they got one, it looks like a standard tele switch, but it's actually a 6-way switch. Because it's got 3, and then you move it over, like a stick shift, and then there's 3 more. So the idea is you put it in a double humbucker tele. You can have your 3-position humbucker, flip it over to coil tap, and then your 3 positions.
Yeah.
So the guy says, I said, oh, that's really cool. Okay, take a look. And he said something like, fair enough. And just the way he said the term, fair enough, I said, where are you from? You sound like you're from Northern England. And he says, well, we're just outside Leeds. I said, well, fuck, Phil Mosley is just outside Leeds, and they know who Phil Mosley is.
Yeah.
And, like we were talking, small worlds. I want to say it was NSF. It's a switch company. I'll try to see if I got the business card, Phil, and take the photo. Unless, it could be in my grab bag here. Let's take a quick look.
Well, Ben's grabbing his bag. I shall take a drink.
You do that. There we go. Jason Blackburn, NSF Music Division. The Freeway Switch. Tonal Freedom. So there we go. Yeah, you can't really see that.
Big shout outs.
Hey, Scott Humphreys.
Are you kidding?
Scott Humphreys in the chat.
I have a friend named Scott Humphreys.
That's
It's
right.
not Scott Humphreys from Napanee, though.
I think it is. What year Les Paul is that?
I don't know.
I don't know how to decode the serial number.
I think it's around 2007. It's a traditional, so it weighs about 10 pounds. There's no weight relief in it. And
You into gravity picks?
Never tried one.
There you go, try one.
Let's have a gander here.
There you go. Hey, Mark Taft. My roadie. You've met Mark on multiple occasions.
Yep. So you're not playing in any bands at all right now?
Not right now, I'm just doing this. Oh yeah, I think I saw them at one of the Northern Guitar shows. Probably Phil.
Bros. Oh god, that is Scooter. That's so funny. What's up, Bod? Spelled B-O-D. Scott.
All right, Phil mostly says hi to all. He can't tag anyone, so he says blanket hello to all. We had 20 minutes already. Wow, that's like half a set.
I haven't even finished my first beer yet.
I don't know if beers are this size. If I do my usual beer a set, I'd be feeling pretty good by that fourth
You're
set.
gonna need a bucket for you to go pee.
Gravity pick, if you drop it, it falls. Does it fall to the ground? So what do you think of the gravity pick?
I like it actually. It's bright.
Well, it's yours.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't try buying one.
Why?
They're like $5-7.
Well, I won't be buying one.
Yeah. But the good folks at Greer Amps.
Yeah,
I was playing that yesterday.
Yeah, that's a really bright pick.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it?
And the interesting thing is when they start to carve up, it looks like pollen on your guitar. Because being that bright yellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's already cracked up enough. It'll get all inside the pores.
Joe Hervey says I need picks and coffee ASAP. That's right. I got to get that package out to Joe Hervey. He won our Christmas giveaway, which is sitting over there. I keep adding to it because I feel bad. I'm like, damn it, I haven't mailed it out yet. Here, throw some more stuff in. Let's see here. They're all saying hey to each other. Awesome.
Pardon me. I have to get a drink.
You do that. That's right, you get a gravity pick free with JHS pedals. I have a JHS gravity pick around here somewhere.
I watch his channel all the time.
Oh, Scott?
Yep.
Or Josh Scott? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
My wife is sick of coming home every night, and I'm either watching Brian Wambler talk about
Wampler?
Am I saying it right?
Wampler?
Wampler.
There's no B, it's a P.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he never returns my emails.
That could be.
Oh. And who's the other guy I watch? Trogley's Guitar Show.
Trogley's really good.
He's a nice guy.
Shout out Trogley.
Yep. You're a good man, Austin. He's helped me out with a couple of buys too.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I enjoy Steve from Boston. Phil McKnight. Robert Baker if he's not on in the middle of the night.
What I enjoy watching is Phil McKnight fight with the guitarologist.
The Phil
Sorry,
versus Brad.
we won't get into that.
Both are friends of the channel, so I'll be good.
You lock him in a steel cage.
I think they're getting along now. I think the Tone King brought them back together. He did a summit or something.
Did he? Tone King.
You one of those bad boys with you?
Yeah, I might actually. Oh, no, right. He's in Mexico. That's why. So he went down to Cabo after NAMM. So I haven't been texting with him. Let's see. My sister asked what got you into playing, which we did kind of cover earlier. But
Edward Van Halen.
That's right. Excuse me.
And jiu-jitsu. Do you want me to explain that one?
Turn up the volume. I can't turn up the volume, but I can move the mic closer, which is kind of like turning up the volume. Kind of. Sort of. Is that blocking view too much?
Dandy.
So we can always just...
Is that better?
There, of course it's in frame now.
That's alright. This is an NBC.
Which Reno Fin Strat pickup is the 60s one? The CWG one. What the hell is it called? It's, yeah, if you go under their pickups, all the ones that are on the CWG page are mine. Those are the ones that are eligible for the contest. You heard about the contest?
I did.
Yeah. Buy some pickups. Win a guitar.
Because we all need more pickups.
We do. It's another rabbit hole. You know, when you find the guitar you want, the amp you want, the pedals you want, then
It's
you
never
start getting...
it's never enough.
No. No.
That's
Yeah,
why-
we got the old blue snowball on there on the boom stand. Joe Hervey says I'm a good guy. I try. That's right, Phil. That's how we turn up the volume. Move the mic closer.
Does it work better? You hear us better now?
Yeah, let us know if it sounds better. It's about 30-second delay.
Okay.
Alright, where's my mods to allow that? Jesus. Eddie Van Haskell says, hey Ben, Amparella, which is Greta that you were checking out earlier.
Yeah.
Eddie's got a crush on Amparella. Uses your Boss flanger as a sex toy. That's possible.
I guess whatever cranks your tractor, eh?
Yeah. Joe Hervey's going for a smoke break. Who's coming with him? Well, it depends. If you take the iPad with you, bud, I guess we're going with him.
You've been pounding on that thing. That's the same thing? I don't
Yeah.
use one of those, so I don't even know.
Yeah, it's my nicotine. What's your dream guitar?
Huh.
According to asking for my sister.
My dream guitar?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know. Everybody dreams about having a 59 Paul, which is ridiculous
Mm-hmm.
because they're the golden unicorn that probably disappoint half the people that get them. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with what I have right now. This probably is my dream guitar. I've always wanted a nice traditional with. They got like I mean, to me, these are a 59. They've got the gigantic neck on them, and Gibsons are a good fit for me. I played, like, you remember me for years, I always played a Wolfgang because I was an Eddie Van Halen fanboy.
Yeah.
And I don't have very big hands, and I just found I was constantly fighting that guitar. And a friend of mine had a 71 Paul that he loaned me for, remember we did the Indie Music Fest?
Yeah, I remember that guitar. You're like, check this out.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, it was great.
And it was a life changer right then and there.
Yep. You're like, I can't give this guitar back. I remember you saying that. You got off stage, you're like, I can't give this back.
And that was it.
You
I was
bonded
hooked on
with that
Gibsons.
guitar.
And he won't sell it to me. It was one of those situations. He's a friend of mine. He's a truck driver, and he was during the 80s pointy headstock era. He picked it up in a pawn shop. I don't know, maybe down in Las Vegas. I think he said he paid $300 for it. They couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
And yeah. So anyways, just that Gibson shorter scale. It was. I wasn't fighting the guitar, and I mean, these things sound incredible. This is the second Les Paul I've had, and the first one, remember I was telling you, first one I bought a cheap what was it, a 50s tribute, and I took a router and I routed the shit out of it, and I put binding in it and glued it in, and found the right paint for it and right nitro, and I sold it, and this is much nicer guitars. This is my dream guitar, Amanda. That's the long drawn out ADHD answer that
That's okay. It makes for good viewing.
it does.
In depth, long form.
Yeah.
We don't do sound bites. We prefer the Joe Rogan style.
Oh, but Joe,
3 hours of talking about
Joe's
nothing.
drunk and stoned during those podcasts, which is fun. But actually, my dream.
Well, I can't really make a comment then.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
My dream amp though is I got to play through a Friedman Brown Eye about 3 years ago at a gig,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the worst gig I ever had.
But
Because every time I'd hit a G, I just.
yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear how amazing that sound? And I just remember looking back at my drummer, and he looks like he wants to punch me in the face because I just kept screwing up, and yeah.
Hey, no cover charge. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Metal Soda still has yet to try a telly. Really, dude? How long have we known each other? Just try one.
I tell you, no, they're great guitars.
Great guitar.
I have one hanging on the wall in my office.
Let's see here. What's up, Ben? Just chilling, hanging, talking.
Zero facts.
I played the JJ Junior last year and fell in love with it.
What's the JJG? Oh, the Cherry Cantrell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And then this year, I tried the Jakey Lee amp.
From who?
From Friedman.
Friedman?
Yeah, there's 50 of them being built.
So what is it? A takeoff of a Brown Eye?
Kind of. 3-channel. The third channel is the one I wanted to try because that was the one Jake was so concerned with. Like, literally, Dave was building the channel with Jake in the room to keep trying it. Nope, try this. Nope, try this. And then they finally did it.
It's like I used to have he's he's such a smart guy to talk to. Dave Freeman.
Yeah.
I owned a pink taco, and the story is that I bought the pink taco because I couldn't afford the brown eye, because I don't know if people like in Canada, what's a brown eye? $4,500.
Easy, yeah.
Right, so I bought the pink taco, and I had it. There's a guy here in Trenton, Francis. It's an incredible amp guy.
Yep.
I had him soup it up for me, and it's still not the same.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that was the guy who did that. Marshall had that Richie bought.
Yeah, that 800. I almost bought that.
Yeah.
I ended up giving. Well, I blew up my 5150, and I gave it to Francis, and he called me, and he's had it for a couple of years now, and it ended up being a 50-cent diode. So here's a 5150 amp. Have a good day. But yeah, I don't know. Should always pay it forward. I think musicians should always be helping each other.
Exactly. My sister asks, what pedals do you use the most, Pete?
My wah-wah. I have a bad Morley, a really old Morley. I think it was the first or second year bad horsey, because I'm terrible for
forgetting to turn it on and off.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. I played, because you can't, sometimes you just can't hear on stage.
Yeah.
So I played a whole gig one time with my Crybaby on. So I bought a bad horsey, and I love it. Like, I'm worse at Kirk Hammett with it.
I did that at the gig we played together in Kingston a few years ago in the basement of the mansion.
Yeah.
We couldn't figure it because I was playing through your bandmate, Ryan.
Yeah.
Christ, I can't believe it. I blanked on it. I was playing through Ryan's amp, and I was like, they should have more balls. But it was because my wah was all the way forward.
He played through one of those great big Marshall
2000 JC 2000 GCM 2000.
It was one of those heavy metal things. Holy cow! And it just punched. It sounded like a Mesa Boogie. I can't remember.
Yeah. Because I remember doing, I'm like, you do realize I'm a pedal guy, because we agreed beforehand. I was going to play through his head, and Andrew was playing through your rig.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think we need to switch. And it's like, why? I'm like, I can't get a clean channel. He goes, well, it's clean.
Yeah.
So then I had, because I was using the full bore metal as my gain stage. So I was like, I can only clean this up so much. And my tone was that night. Let's see here. Yes, the Richie Kotzentelli does have a very thick neck. Mel O'Brien has a 65 Vox AC15. That's awesome. Yes, it is. I'm negotiating to buy a 63 from a friend. It's been stored away for 30 years or so. Original tubes even. Oh, that'd be sweet. Something about a Vox.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. And they're an underrated amp too. People always think of a Vox as a clean amp, but if you dime them, I mean, where do you think? I could be wrong here, but I think that
Brian May.
Fender stole the circuit in a roundabout way from Vox. Marshall stole the circuit from Fender and turned it up just a little bit more. I don't know, because they sound incredible.
Fender still predates Vox.
Does it?
Yeah,
okay,
and he's just stole it from RCA anyways.
Okay.
It's all RCA schematics.
But they sound incredible when they're dying.
They do.
They really do.
The Vox AC30, the reason guitar players started punching in their solos from in the control room.
Oh, yeah?
Because it was too loud to be in the room with a cranked AC30.
30 amp, 30 watts.
30
That's
watts.
What people don't understand.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you need to have a big full stack on stage. You don't.
No.
You're not going to get that punch in the chest that you would with a full stack, but it's all the
It'll
same.
still do, as Richie would say, pants shaking volume.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I remember we were...
Hey, there we're back. I think we're back. Here, I'm going to hardwire the internet connection. Yeah, as we were talking about not necessarily being sober prior to starting this. Yeah, I just have to run a Cat 5 from the other room for this exact reason. There we go.
Gave the roadie the night off.
Yeah, he's in the chat. Yeah, where are you, Mark? You should be over here. Blackjack Guitar Nut, hello. I'll let you read that one off.
What am I looking at here?
Say hey to him.
Who's that?
You're a cunt. PJ in the beard.
What a dick. That's great.
Good old Eric.
You got some awesome friends, man.
Jeff Ripplinger loves his Marshall half stack. Well, we loved it. We both gigged with half stacks.
We both love it until the gig's over. And then you gotta load your shit in the car at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's why at the Coburg jail, let's see, Ben, can I use your amp? Sure.
Yeah.
Finish my set. Ben, like your tone, can I just use your pedal board too? Sure.
Yeah. Just turn that metal thing down, would you?
That was the tone required for that.
That was, yeah. Those were the tools of the trade.
That was, yeah. That was funny when I was, there was a brief period where I was still playing with One Day to Live, and Smile Harder had reformed, and I joined them.
Okay.
So it's literally, I'm playing Les Paul around my knees and drop C.
Yeah.
No mids in One Day to Live to Telly, essentially clean, playing classic rock with a female singer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she recorded a nice singer, though.
Yeah. Actually, she's supposed to come over next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got a unbelievable music scene here locally.
Considering, the population size, we have a huge music scene.
Yeah. Like, remember, I don't know, are you still doing Sticks and Stones still doing bands
Oh,
every
hell
weekend?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, every Friday.
yeah. I miss that. It's problem is, kids get in the way of learning songs, and I think that's the stage of life I'm at right now. Once I can get rid of these kids.
Well, that's when, hell, when we were gigging a few years ago, you look, we were either playing it with, all the bands were made up of teenagers or people in their 40s.
Yep. Yeah. And that's kind of what's happened with my
Hey,
band.
Mark Dillon, tuning in from Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. What are they saying out there?
How's she going there, bye? Mark Taft says, nope, Roadie Mark has to carry the heavy equipment, but no probs, love this type of work. True. No Cover Chart says, Jesus, I do not like guitar players griping about the weight of amps. Man the F up. It's also why I switched to a 112 combo instead of a 412. Hey, the Great Vanzini, who I believe is in Oregon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We're all over North
So
America.
how many people do you have on here, Ben?
It says we're live for 38 minutes, 41 people watching.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a gig. Except, again, we don't have to load in or load out. It's kind of nice. Milso says, I'm getting old, I need a dolly. And Great Vanzini says, yep, so I assume I am correct in the fact he's in Oregon. He's been putting out a series of videos, he's got Gretches and Tellys and all kinds of cool stuff. No Cover Charge says, I would gladly carry 10 412s on stage if they would let me. Yeah, you can't get away with that anymore.
Yeah, you'll say that once or twice.
Hey, Mr. Milt.
And that'd be the end of that gig.
Yeah. I did a full stack a couple of times. And that was only because the guy before me, I was like, hey, do you want to just leave your 412? Because they'd have a B cab.
Yeah.
Every time I saw a B cab, I'm like, why don't you just leave that there? Hey, Jason Sumner. Oh, we got 44 people in here. Nice. And before I forget, this Sunday we have Rob Welch from Tesi Switch coming on. So I'll have your questions and comments ready for that. Which I was over on the TesiSwitch.com website, and I was looking under artists, and I'm now listed as a Tesi Switch artist.
Christ, you've made it, man.
I know,
Jeez. Next thing you know, you'll be doing blow-off hookers.
One can dream, right?
Yeah, sorry. Speaking of that, let's funny gig stories.
All right.
Let's hear one from you. Funny gig stories. Ben Coombs, take it.
Funny gig stories. All right. The photo you saw yesterday, me reaching down and doing the fist pump.
Yes.
All right. As you know, at that time, I would always play on stage without my glasses.
And your shirt.
You could tell by the stage how high that stage was.
Yeah.
And I was wireless, and I was walking up. It was a very deep stage. It had to be like 20 feet deep. And I go walking up, and I'm about to walk right off the front of that stage. And thank God I was still wearing a shirt, because Mark, our singer, grabbed me by the collar and
Yankee back.
just before I did a face plant. Yeah, that was fun. That was also because we were supposed to go on stage at a certain time, and some band showed up from Kingston. I can't remember who. And basically just weaseled in and started putting their gear up on stage while we were talking with the promoter. And he had a bottle of vodka in his hand, the promoter did. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And so I decided to do a mini fit rock star thing. I'm like, we're supposed to be on at this time. What's going on? Oh, what are we going to do? So, well, hand me that bottle. And we started passing the bottle around, 3 of us from the band. And we drank his bottle of vodka on him while the other band staged.
Good for you.
I couldn't figure out why I was having a hard time tuning, because I thought we only shared a 26er between 3 of us.
Yeah.
It was a 40-ouncer.
Oh, whatever. Well, we had fun. This was a good time.
I think it was a good set.
Yeah. You think? Do you remember?
Not really.
Yeah, what the hell? What are you going to do? Listen, there's bands that made it through the 80s. Months at a time are gone.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of the 90s in a sense. From what I've been told, I had a good time.
Good.
What about yourself? Oh, look who that there. Speaking of local music scene, we got Ben Thompson in the chat.
Oh my God.
He says, "What's up, Pete? Talk hot sauce, jerkface."
Yeah, what's up? Hey, I was eating some of your friggin' fire sauce tonight. Ben's an awesome guy. Ben's got a song on YouTube right now. It's one of the nicest songs I've ever heard in my life. And when I first started kind of playing in the local music scene, Ben was like this wild man, playing with his shirt off, up there just chugging.
The 1 Acre War days.
1 Acre War. And then you see him now with an acoustic guitar. He's a beautiful songwriter. Like, just awesome song band.
He's back to what he was doing with the Ben Thompson band. A lot of it was like that.
Yeah.
Which is how I reconnected with Ben.
Just awesome music. It's one of the nicest songs I've ever heard. Good job, Ben. Thank you. That was really nice.
Yeah.
But I buy his hot sauce because he makes this hot sauce to just eat the ass out of his
Really?
steak.
I need to get some of that because I just got a bottle of Flipside music hot sauce.
Okay.
And I went through the whole bottle in a week. So I need some
yeah?
more hot sauce. So, and Ben and I were going to get together and talk about some gear and stuff. So there's just another excuse.
He's a guy you want to talk to. He's a wealth of knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need to get him in here into the tone bunker. You let her all drive up to his place because he's only 15 minutes away.
Yeah, it's a nice part about living in town, I tell you.
Yeah. No cover charge. Are you in Ontario? Yes. We are in Bell Vegas.
Bell Vegas. Only the locals would know that.
If you gigged here, you know it well.
Last band I played in Canada.
I remember, who was it? Sky Schaefer. You know Sky?
No, I don't.
Okay. He was living up in Toronto at the time, but he was coming down here to play. I forget. He was playing with Rex and Stacy, I think, on a project. And he's like, all I remember is he's like driving down, playing a gig in Belleville at the Bell Pub tonight. I hear it's less stabby than the last time I was there.
No comment.
They still have the troughs the last time I was in there.
Oh God, it's like the old Maple Leaf Gardens. Yep. Oh my God, I got people texting me.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
Are they watching?
Yes.
Oh dear Lord.
My one groupie.
Oh.
My wife and her friend. Yeah.
Well, hello.
hello, Don Atkins, you beautiful creature.
Yeah, definitely.
That's for you. 2 of those bad boys right there.
I'll message you either after we're done this, Ben, or tomorrow. We got to set something up. Because he also mentioned, he's like, I got a bunch of pedals and stuff if you want to demo them. And I was like, hell yeah.
I have an entire Tupperware case full of pedals that I purchased and played once and threw them in.
You know, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Because, I kind of do a buy-sell trade thing.
Yes.
I've got a couple.
One or two.
I think I'm up to 65.
I probably got a few. I just was at that stage in my life there where I just want to just plug into an amp and not have to worry about all that other shit. As long as I have my wah-wah pedal, because wah-wah makes every guitar player sound good, even when you're...
Should try it the wah that I have. It's been modded.
Yeah.
A small mod from Lawrence Petross Design to make it a little more vocal sounding. The
You
standard.
put a Fazel conductor in it.
I don't know what I did. He sent me a little circuit that I put in, and it bridged and bypassed.
Okay.
Hey, David Ennis. Good to see you, man.
He's getting warm.
Mark says you got to have your head on a swivel when you're at the Bell Pub or any other place like that. Yeah, pretty much.
We played a gig there one time, and I looked down at my watch, and it was 3:30 in the morning. We were still playing,
Oh yeah,
and there's I shouldn't talk anymore. But
zero fucks given.
This zero facts given.
Thank you, Dan Foote, for putting on a show every
Dan
Friday
Foote,
there for like 5 years.
God damn it, Dan Foote, 100%. What a guy. I miss his shows.
So do I.
He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking, what was it, Thanksgiving? The Thanksgiving weekend show where they had SNFU coming through.
Yep.
So I was over at the in-laws, did the Thanksgiving dinner thing. I said, screw it, we got to go to a show. So it's like 10 minutes before the show time. I'm outside having a smoke, because I still smoked at the time. Dan walks up. Hey, man, what are you up to? Literally 10 minutes before showtime. I'm like, well, Dan, I'm having a cigarette before I was going to go in and enjoy this show that you're putting on. He's like, want to do sound? Our sound guy didn't show up. Like, and you're asking me this 10 minutes before showtime?
Yeah.
Sure.
But that was the cool part about that whole thing. We all kind of did everything and helped each other out.
Yep.
Those are good times.
That's right, Tom Harhigh. Slap that like button right in the ass. Emperor's New Clothes. I used to cover that. I don't know if we ever performed it live, but we were running it down. Different little take on it. Smack the like button in Call of Duty. Grab a charger, Joe. His phone battery's at 0. We got 49 people watching.
49 people. And I'm getting text messages. My friend Karen just text messaged me.
Oh, look out.
She loves it. Hello, Karen. Karen's my hair care specialist.
Oh.
And I encourage you to leave a positive review for her at Salon U.
I should maybe check out. I'm due for a haircut.
Jesus.
Here, just for Karen. Karen, can you do anything with this? I need a trim, I think.
No charge. I'll get a text here shortly. It'll be a big F off or something.
Don't want it all off, that's for sure.
You hacked it off about 8 years ago, and I didn't even recognize
I know.
You came into the music store and you had like a flat top or something. I was like, the fuck is that guy driving Ben's truck?
Blame my fucking girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons she left. You getting a haircut? Nope. You ever gonna get a haircut? Nope. I got one before NAMM last year.
What did you do? Take like 3 inches off?
About 8.
Really?
Yeah. I look like Robert Baker. How much of a super chat to shave your head? $500! And not through super chat, because then they take a third of it. That'd be a PayPal of $500.
How many beers to get him to take his shirt off? That's what you want to really ask.
My sister's throwing up right now. And any of these women that are apparently watching will stop immediately. He's not shirtless, he's wearing a sweater vest.
What was that episode of Trailer Park Boys? Corey and Trevor look like fucking aliens.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is too fun.
Joe's working on his glary Strat. SD Design says cheers, go Canada. Hell yeah. Haven't seen Upside Down again in here tonight. What's up, Upside Down?
He's probably upside down.
Probably. Dennis Brio. Is Geddy Lee coming out with a new SansAmp bass pedal? Yes, he is. It was debuted at NAMM.
But Geddy Lee's not coming out with any new music, unfortunately.
Actually,
Really?
he and Alex have done some recording.
Yeah. Pretty sad.
Yep.
Pretty sad.
Mark-
On the positive side of that, though, Neil Peart left enough. Did I say his name right? Peart left enough equipment to the Canadian school system. We'll call it.
To supply all of the schools.
Every school, every classroom in Canada.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Like what a great human being. Good for him.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I remember seeing photos from the warehouse, and he had just skids.
That's what I said. There's like shipping containers coming from Europe that he just had stuff in Europe just waiting to be for a tour.
Sure.
It just cost too much to ship it, so they just kept it there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to, I'd like to play that guitar, but it's over in Europe. That's for the European ones. I keep that rig over there.
Yeah.
And I have the other rig over in Asia. I have a rig in Japan, a rig in England.
It's a tough life, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Absolute Mayhem. Hey, Knuckleheads.
It's a tough life pulling teats and picking rocks.
That's right. He's out of Napanee. He and I are doing a road trip Friday, going up to Solo Guitars.
Where is that?
That is in Concord.
Concord, okay.
About 6 blocks east of Cosmo Music, so I figure we'll hit Cosmo as well. Hey, Hulu. Yeah, that should be a fun road trip.
You think my noodling's driving people crazy?
No.
Because it drives my wife nuts.
Chicks don't get it. What do you think, I'm single? You're wondering how I have all this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much have to be single.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Even though I need it for work.
Everybody needs 16 amps, Ben.
Yeah.
Like, geez.
Yeah, the Honey Badger outfit, a couple of times when we had a bigger stage, it looked like a Tom Petty yard sale.
Yeah.
Because it was just a mishmash of combo amps and...
Yeah.
Why bring one 412 when I can bring 4 112s?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Mic'd up, they all sound great.
Yep. Mayhem says, Pete, we all noodle, if that's what you call it.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Tom Harhigh said, if I was rich, I'd donate $500, but I'd want a pink mohawk. Is Upside Down in here? I see Tom saying hey to him. I didn't see him in there. Maybe we're just hoping. Alright. People messaging me. Let's just double check this. Nope. Okay, thanks, Mayhem. Oh, look at that. I got a notification. Now live on your channel. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. I think we're caught up there. So nobody has any more questions here, folks? Like, come on. We'll keep talking.
Yeah.
But no shots, Tom. You know the rule. He's got a super chat if he wants me to do shots.
What's super chat? He's got to pay you?
Yeah. Yeah, he made it very painful one night.
Good God, what is going on here?
What's Pete's guitar? It's a Les Paul traditional, Mayhem.
So, Ben, would you like a perm
I do a perm.
in the little area? Karen, we'll book that shit, okay? All right. And what's that? You want to get a Brazilian? Okay. All right, done deal.
It depends. Are you doing it?
No, I'm not doing it.
Then I'll do it. If you're not doing it.
There's plenty of pretty ladies at that salon over there to help you out. Thank you, Karen. Book that up tomorrow afternoon. She doesn't work Fridays.
Hey, Ben, what kind of pickups do you have in your humbucker telly? These are Fender Blacktop pickups. They're pretty high output. They're 15K output, so coil tap, they still put out 7.5K in single coil mode.
That thing must scream.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah.
This became my number one gigger a few years ago.
How old's that guitar?
2015.
Okay.
Bought from Ardens Music. ArdensMusic.com. Yeah. The only thing I've done, put the roller bridge on it. And I think that's pretty much sanded the neck somewhat. Just feel that neck. Yeah. Dennis Brio, since you're a Telly guy, I want a Telly Deluxe. Any suggestions? Just no hollow body. Yeah, get like a 72 Deluxe reissue. Then, although they have the wide range pickups, which I'm not really a fan of. I'd rather just go with a standard humbucker setup myself.
They don't have that snap though that the lipstick
Yeah,
pickups have, like your old one there. They have beautiful sound.
that's true.
And they cut through the mix.
How does my new pick feel? Feels pretty good. Released a demo on the Black Mountain thumb pick today. Universal fit.
Yeah.
Made in Vancouver. Except for the spring, I believe, is made in Chicago.
Thumb pick. It's a little out of my
Boom, boom,
pay range. Yeah, way out of my pay range.
But yeah,
Very nice.
pretty comfortable.
Yeah, nice. Made in Chicago.
The spring is out of Chicago. The rest is all made in Vancouver.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Things find in the basement of NAMM. Cole, I want to say his name is the owner of the company. Thank you, Adam D. He likes the FU shirt. That's right, big block performance.
I was saying to Ben before the show, if you have a Floyd Rose system on your guitar, you need to put a Floyd Rose big block on your guitar because it takes that thinness out of the guitar and opens the guitar right up like you would not believe. That's one of the biggest regrets I ever had. I wish I would have. I had a couple of really nice Wolfgangs, and I wish I would have kept the one because it sounded like a souped up. Like it actually sounded like Eddie Van Halen's old Frankenstrat.
Right.
And I think the whole secret to that guitar is the big block on the back of it. That was the best $50. Adam Reaver, you're a genius.
Yep. Let's see. Somebody was asking, will my Knuckbucker fit in a telly? Well, if it's a humbucker telly, then yes, because it is a standard size humbucker. I just happen to have one in the guitar right now. There's your Knuckbucker, folks.
Big Knuckbucker.
Kind of looks like a DiMarzio Super Distortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't by accident. It's basically, it is set 8.5K output, so it's about 1K over stock. Just make it a little snarlier.
Sometimes you don't want them too hot too, right? Because it takes away the kind of personality of the guitar a little bit sometimes.
Yes. That one's 15 in the
That's
bridge.
hot. Holy.
And that's 11.5 in the neck. Those are the original FU tone pickups. Oh, yeah, here. Since people can't quite see.
Yeah, that's a hot guitar.
They improved it. This had passive EMGs in it.
Yeah.
Originally, and so Adam said, "Why don't I send you a set to put in that thing? Because it was a cheap plywood, NJ series." And I said, "Well, that was literally, I think he had just released the pickups a couple days earlier."
Okay.
And I said, "Well, during the development, did you ever try them in a cheap plywood guitar?" "No." "Well, let's do it."
Let's see what they sound like.
And they sound great.
They do, eh?
I've gigged with this thing. This was my slide guitar for quite a while. Can't remember what else I played on it. But, yeah, REM's Man on the Moon. All the slide work. On a Warlock, or not a Warlock, a Mockingbird.
Mockingbird.
Let's see here. Guys talking to each other. Best amp under $1,000 for blues. Sorry for asking again. I really need an opinion.
You know what I like are those Peavey did a takeoff of the old Twins.
Yeah, right behind you, the classic 50 on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they look like this. They even have the same.
So it would be the classic 30.
And they're beautiful.
Yeah,
They're
go for
beautiful.
a PV Classic 30 if they still come in under $1,000. They're great.
they're
I almost
good,
bought a
yeah.
Classic 30 before I bought the Blues Deluxe.
Unfortunately, Peavy's not really around the way it was when we were kids.
They're not around at all anymore, for the most part. Pro Audio.
Yeah, and it's a shame because you could go buy one of those Peavey Windsor heads, and they were as good of a JCM 800
Right.
as a JCM 800, and
Yeah.
you can pick them up for $300, and they're beautiful. It's a real shame what happened to Peavey.
Let's see here. How is the Blues Junior? It's good. I wouldn't recommend it for gigging. It's not quite loud enough gigging.
No?
No, and it sounds good in the room, but my God, for playback, it sounds like shit. Like a lot of the demos I did at Ardens, I was using Blues Junior, and the tone sounds like ass in the video, but it sounded great in the room.
Maybe it's just how, yeah.
I don't know
The
why.
biggest thing I found is I used to have a 5150, and I'm telling you that the 5150 that Eddie Van Halen played on stage was not the 5150 that made it to the stores, because they had to have had like mercury magnets in it, or mercury transformers, and it's just souped up components, that amp sounded great practicing, but in the mix it was razor blades. It sounded terrible.
That amp is fine if you're in a one guitar band.
Yeah. It didn't.
Because it didn't
cut. It didn't sound.
Because you got to have
nice
mids to cut, and there wasn't a lot of mids there. There was a decent amount, but
it was just, and it hissed like crazy, and
when you're running that much gain too, right? Yeah. So much gain.
Yeah. And they'll never replicate that. What they're trying to do there, they're trying to replicate something between a Soldano and a Plexi.
Yeah.
And just never.
Yeah, because he basically took his original Plexi and his Soldano and said to I can't remember his name.
Cut her up the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't the same, and it's unfortunate. But that was one of those amps that just didn't sound good in the mix, unfortunately. Look at all these people.
I know. We got 42 people
Ben,
watching.
You're a friggin' celebrity. Look at you go. Next thing you know, you'll be getting your own Gibson guitar.
Oh, I don't know about that. Hey, Garguts. Good to see you, man. It's great hanging with you at NAMM. He's out of Texas, I want to say.
Wow.
AJ. Young guy, tearing it up. Well, I got the Reno Fin. I don't know. If I was going to sign with a company, that'd be a good question. What company would it be?
Probably Gibson, yeah.
Yeah, probably Fender for me. I wouldn't even sign with Fender. I'd sign with FMIC so I could bring out a Charvel one year, a Fender another year. Yeah. Sorry, I signed with the parent company.
Be smart about it.
Yeah.
Went with the Stripe series.
Yeah. Yeah, Friedman guitars are great too. That's what. Well, after I played a Friedman, I actually rolled the edges of the fretboard on my guitar. Because the Friedmans have a really nice rolled edge on them, like they've been played a lot.
Yeah.
So I came home, I got the file out, and I'm just doing my thing.
Are all his guitars relicked?
You can order them not relicked.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of them have at least a mild relic, it seems. But you can get them without.
Friedman. Hey, Pete. Friedman. Yeah.
And they're all built by Grover Jackson.
I used to have a Friedman. There's one of those decisions in life that I wish I went back on.
Signed with Friedman's parent company, yeah. Signed with Boutique Amp Distribution. Then,
sure.
Then you can play Friedman's, Morgan's, Soldanos, throw in some Wampler pedals.
You know, in all honesty, I played through a Friedman Brown Eye, and it was the most glorious amp I've ever. You didn't even need a boost signal. Nope. You didn't need nothing. It was so reactive. If you hit the strings harder, the amp was louder. It was just as good as it gets. To me, it made that perfect, that Van Halen 1 sound that everyone's been striving for, and Mr. Friedman got it. But it comes at a premium.
Hey, wannabe guitar god? Good to see you, man. Some people saying hey to each other.
A lot of love in the chat.
There's a lot of love in the chat. I think we're caught up there.
So how long do you usually go for?
Longest was 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a party.
You must have had some serious rockness going on there.
Oh, we were just shooting the shit. And it was one of those Sunday night shows. We start at 8 o'clock. Around 11, Baker shows up. So then we got Baker to jump on for a while after that. And
yeah.
It's kind of, if we see a YouTuber in here or something like that, or a musician, that the folks all know, we're like, hey, you want the link? And then I just grab the browser link, send it, and they'll jump in. Did you try those sawtooth guitars and amps at NAMM? I did not. I saw them, but I didn't get a chance to try them. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Blackjack Guitar Nut. Yes. The plan is Absolute Mayhem and I are, in fact, riding up to see the Dave of Dave's World of Fun Stuff on Friday.
Oh, my God. Seriously?
Hey, you know Dave?
Gooched.
Yep. He knows
his guitars gooched.
Yeah. Yeah, he and I were chatting over the last couple of weeks. And he started at Solo. He works there on Fridays. And so this Friday is his first day. So I said, well, I'm coming up to see you. So he and I are going to do some chatting and stuff. So
he's got a great channel. I've learned a lot of stuff.
I've learned so much.
We're really lucky at a time right now,
Yep.
If your guitar's neck's a little wonky, you just go on YouTube and there's somebody that's going to show you the right way to adjust it.
Yep.
You got to shorten your guitar, there's somebody that's going to show you how to fix it. It's a great time.
Mayhem says it's going to be strange not watching Dave on a movie. Yeah, exactly. That's true.
You should take him one of your shittiest guitars and say fix it and then make a video and just listen to him complain about it.
What the fuck?
This thing's gooched.
Yeah, I always say he made me a fan. One of the first videos I ever watched was, because he'll pause it and he goes, he was trying to do something. He goes, all right, I'm just going to pause the movie because I'm going to take it in the dick for the next 15 minutes. And I was like, is there a more Canadian expression?
In the dick.
Yeah, I'm like, subscribe. Which, if you haven't already, folks, subscribe to Dave's World of Fun Stuff. You'll learn a lot of stuff and save yourself a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Any money you'd spend on tools, you'll save that money the first time you do your own setup. But now I got guys like Absolute Mayhem that every time he buys a guitar, he's like, oh, here, do the setup. I'm like, what setup do you want? He's like, yours, which makes it easy because then I just set it up for me.
That's the thing. There's a couple of YouTubers I watch that they'll go and buy something. I'm not going to name names here, but they'll go and buy something and they'll go, look at the shitty workmanship. There's a guy in Ottawa. I won't say his name, but look at the shitty workmanship.
You mean the guy who isn't Lando?
Yeah. And he'll pick it apart and he'll play the shit out of it online, and then he'll send it back and then bitch about Long McQuaid. And like, no guitar is gonna come the way you want it.
Yeah.
Right. So
unless your setup is factory.
Nobody's is.
No.
Like if you've been playing for a while, you got your own feel, and you should just
Thank you, Mayhem.
Every guitar should be set up. You buy a guitar from a pawn shop, take it home, set it up the way you want it to be.
Exactly. All right. So SD Design is asking for a rig rundown. Yeah, we don't use that term. That's a copyrighted term.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air.
Okay.
So my Boss pedals, starting left to right, we have a compression sustainer, an old CS2 made in Japan. We have the power supply and master switch made in Japan. We have a contemporary DD3 digital delay. We have the Boss Mega Distortion, which you can get some cool eddy tones with. The Boss CE2 Chorus, the Boss BF2 Flanger, and of course, everyone's favorite, the Metal Zone. For all of your country needs.
You shouldn't knock the Metal Zone. It's actually a great pedal.
Actually, yeah, the last time I plugged it in, somebody asked me live, here, plug it in, get a tone. Because I'm not a metal
it's
guy.
a great pedal.
I got some nice tones
You
out of
don't
it.
have to have it gained like to the...
It's a lot easier to dial in that dime bag one I got over there.
Yeah, I know. I used to have one of those. It's too much.
It's too much. SD's going through. The CE2 is not that good. Do you really want to get banned from the channel? The CE2 is an industry standard.
It's the holy grail.
Yeah, CE2 is a holy grail. Yeah. OD1, great pedal. DS1, everyone goes through the DS1 phase.
Do you have any Tube Screamers up here?
No. No. I never got into Tube Screamers.
So I wouldn't buy a Tube Screamer. I get I'm like a Phil X fanboy.
Right.
Bad Monkey. It was the best $25 I ever spent.
I haven't owned a Bad Monkey yet. I have the BBE Green Screamer.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah.
They're all the same. It's a real basic. I'm listening to me talk. It's a basic circuit. Like, I know what I'm talking about. But...
Where's Lawrence? Lawrence, where are you in the chat? Well, the CE1 is better SD design, but the CE1 is also 3 times the price.
Which is why you just go get yourself a Bad Monkey.
Well, the CE1's the original course, the larger form factor. Yeah, those things aren't cheap.
Oh, I thought you were talking okay.
No, he's saying the CE1's better. Well,
CE, yeah, of course.
Well, it's like everyone uses a CE3 or a CE5 because they can't get a CE2. Although I am really digging that MXR stereo course I got on the go right now. I just picked that up a couple weeks ago.
I think anything built by MXR is pretty much as good as it gets.
Pretty much tits, yeah. Speaking of gear, what does Pete currently have on his pedal board?
What do I have on my pedal board? A wah-wah. I've got a Bad Monkey. No. What do I got? No.
Probably have a Bad Monkey on your board. You always have a
I
Bad
took
Monkey.
it off, though.
Really?
I took it off, yeah.
You always have a Bad Monkey on your board.
Well, I've got one of those TC Electronic Spark. For a boost.
Yeah.
It's a nice clean boost.
Yep.
It's really nice, like no color whatsoever, and got a Bad Horsey, which is like my go-to. That's really about it. There's a couple of I'll put a chorus on there because chorus covers up shitty playing. So
I'm the king of modulation, dude.
yeah.
When in doubt, phase 90, all encompassing.
Yeah, I got an old script logo, Phase 90 too.
Yep.
I don't know. Sometimes more is less is more. I don't know. I just found too, like when we were gigging all the time, you get up there, you plug it in, nothing to come out. And you're like, Jesus Christ! Now you got to fish through the whole circuit and find out what's wrong. Sometimes you just. I'm Kerry King, plug straight into an amp. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, not everybody. You don't need all that stuff. It's just more.
I like a little slapback delay all the time.
I got a DD, not a 7, a DD3. Is it a DD3
Yep.
delay?
Yeah, digital delay.
Yeah, I got one of those too, but they eat tons of batteries.
When I was gigging, I would run the carbon copy and the DD3 because the carbon copy was my slapback analog delay all the time.
Yeah.
Except when I was covering Joe Walsh stuff because like we do Dirty Laundry.
Yeah.
You gotta have a digital delay for that 80s
Yeah.
for a repeat that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
And see, I don't have the patience to set up a digital delay properly. I just kind of do the.
The key is to set it and then take a photo of the damn pedal.
Oh yeah. But you know what? I had a big learning lesson one night. My band got to open for Pat Travers,
Right.
and Pat Travers plugged into the amp, and that's it. A little bit. I think he had a chorus pedal.
I was gonna say you'd have a vibe too.
He
Wouldn't
he just played a chorus pedal from what I remember, and I just remember going home that night thinking, I'm gonna burn all my shit.
Yeah.
Because he's the most beautiful guitar player I've ever seen up close.
Yeah, he's a great guy too.
And how simple the rig was.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter. You could give him a $25, Gorilla amp from the 80s, and he'd make it sound great.
See a Metal Soda? The Dimension C, yeah, that's a great one for modulation. I have the third dimension, the TC Electronic version.
You got everything here. You can't see behind the camera, but Ben's got a lot of toys.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even I still got guitars that are packed.
Yeah, I saw the boxes.
Yeah. All the case. Yeah, there's 14 cases over there. Yeah, the boxes over there are empty, though. I will say those aren't boxes of pedals on top of the other pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say it? I like pedals. You out of here, Mark? Have a good one, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But yeah, I've been very fortunate. I've had some people from the chat here that have sent me care packages of gear that they don't use anymore.
Really?
So here, demo this, and then I'll either give the stuff away or trade it for other gear to bring in to do more demos. That is the one thing, once you've gone through all your gear, it's kind of hard to keep demoing gear without it getting very expensive. But fortunately, I have access to everything at Ardens to demo. Actually, the local Almond Quaid, they've been really good as far as me filming in there and stuff. They don't mind.
They're good guys to go out there.
Yeah.
When you go out there. Travis, one of the best guitar players you will ever meet in your life.
Blonde, reddish hair, young guy.
Again, one of those guys you want to go home and burn all your shit.
Yeah.
Just
Travis
so
is
talented.
usually the guy who takes care of me because I knew him when he was working down at Harmony.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, walk in there, and of course, and Todd Barrett's working over there now.
Okay. Yep.
And, we know Todd. And from the scene, so go in there. Yeah, they take pretty good care of me. Travis, though, I went in there last spring when the new Gibsons came out. The new 2019, the second run of 2019s or whatever.
Yeah.
So I walk in. I said, I don't suppose you have one because ours is kind of the B or C level store, small town. Go figure. And he said, we got one in. It's in the back. I was like, shit. I was really hoping to do a demo. I was like, what do you mean? Okay. Went in the back, pulled it out for me.
You did it at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching that. Yeah.
So, I did that one and the custom shop Firebird they had in there. And ironically enough, a couple weeks later, a guy commented on the Firebird video. I bought this guitar. I was like, oh, you know, it's a good model. He goes, no, you bought, this is at the Belleville along McQuaid. I was like, yeah. He goes, I bought that guitar. I was like, oh, far out.
Nice. No, I feel like Gibson got their act together and everything's pretty good right now.
Yeah. See you, Hulu.
Other than the whole play authentic.
Just get rid of Mark, as far as I'm concerned.
You know what, though? I watched him for years and years. Where did he work? Chicago Music Exchange?
Norms.
Norms? Okay, yeah, Norms Rare Guitars. And he's a great player, and he you know, you'd comment on YouTube and he'd reply. He's always a nice guy.
Yeah.
I think he was reading from a script with the whole play authentic. We're coming after you. We're coming for you.
Yeah, I didn't watch. Apparently I don't know if he's admitted that was all him or what. I don't
think it was. I think the guy was just reading. Anyways, I mean, at the
but
end of the day,
Aljon, who takes care of Epiphone, Kramer, and Steinberger, hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. I met him in person for the first time at Winter NAMM. I've been friends with him through social media for a year or so now.
Yeah.
And he's like, have you seen the new Epiphones? I'm like, no, NAMM hasn't opened yet. It was the night before. He's like, come on. So he took me personally around, and then also later, which I haven't really mentioned on the channel, and we're still working on it, I met JC, the CEO.
Really?
JC spent 5 years living in Canada. He loves the idea of the name Canucks with Guitars and wants to come on for an episode. So, breaking news, folks. I'm trying to get JC, the CEO of Gibson, on here. LPD pedals are good too. LPD pedals are the best. Yeah, well, that bit of dirt you heard earlier, that was his version of the Rat.
Okay.
But he did everything. He took out all the stuff we didn't like about Rats and made it better.
See, I like the Rats. They're a nice pedal.
Oh, we got one of them up there too.
See another one down here too, don't you?
Yeah, the Vermin.
This guitar playing, it's a never-ending quest, eh? Just keep going.
Well, it's a tone journey, and I love it.
I almost quit about 2 years ago playing, and I watched Joe Bonamassa' documentary.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, and I had to put my stuff away and I was done playing because I felt like I was at my peak. And he said, just be proud of what you've accomplished and where you've come from and where you are now, and just keep going forward. It's never gonna end.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, you know what? If Joe Bonamassa says that, maybe I'll just listen to Joe Bonamassa because he's a little. And I kept playing.
Yeah, and talk about gear nerds. Wow.
Yeah,
I just can't believe how good everyone is in the industry. Like, we were talking off air. Like, you had a problem with Amp. Email Freeman. It's Dave that messages.
he will message
You had a problem with a Floyd. You got Adam from Effutone. No problem.
Yep. It's very different, than years ago. Like, I think social media has really helped to open things up.
Yeah.
And they're all great guys to talk to.
Yep. I remember getting I got a text the Tuesday after NAMM from Robert Keeley. What'd you think of the Echoes pedal? I didn't get a chance to talk to you when you were in the booth.
Really?
I was like, Robert Keeley's texting me. You're like,
oh,
good stuff, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very different. It's
Well, that's what I love. Unlike any other industry, the name that's on the package, that guy, outside of Orville Gibson and Leo Fender, pretty much everybody's still around.
Yeah. Well, I think too, like, you hear so much talk about guitar being dead. It's not dead. It's almost like a subculture now.
Yeah.
And it's not like like when we were kids, like the guitar player was the focal point of the band in the 80s and early 90s, the big hair bands and all that. And now it's just different now. I think I think you had a lot of like white belt guitar players out there. They were just dipping their foot in the water and then getting out again.
Yep.
And now it's,
hey, Charlie S.
I mean, anybody that goes and buys a new Gibson guitar, for example, is committed for the amount of money you put into one of those things.
Mayhem says, can we talk Pete into plugging into your board maybe a little Dutchman?
What's Dutchman?
That is my Lost Dutchman pedal, which is Lawrence's take on the Timmy.
What's the Timmy?
What is the Timmy? Oh, glorious low gain pedal.
Sounds like a coffee. The Timmy.
The Timmy. MXR has made a comeback. I don't think MXR ever went away.
I don't think they ever went away. They're still the premier pedal.
It's got bloody expensive over the last few years, in my opinion. We can maybe do that, Mayhem. You know, we were talking earlier. We wanted a super chat tonight in order to, actually plug in. But Mayhem, since he's driving my ass to Toronto on Friday, I think that counts.
They're probably getting sick of me noodling.
The Timmy is like an EHX soul food? No, because the soul food is more like a clone. That's what I used for lead boost forever. Hey, Bumblebass. Yeah, I suppose we could try doing some sounds here. Just not too much. Let's see what we got here. Give that to you.
Oh, I guess this is the biggest crowd I've played in front of in 2 years.
Well, we're down to 27, so that's about or 25, so that's about one of my normal gigs. Here's your Dutchman. Gain's just past noon.
That's nice. That's a nice pedal.
That's a nice pedal.
Yep.
Here, we'll give you some rad action with They do stack very well to each other. That's a ball crossover.
Just that rings forever.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Now, we're going to go over to Lawrence's Marshall, one of his Marshalls in a box. This is the green channel, so your lower gain setting of your Marshall JCM.
Okay.
Kind of AC/DC in a box. Yeah. We're going to flip you, the folks know, we're going to flip you over to the red channel,
Okay.
which is, hence the name 87. So think of it as not just a JCM 800.
Like
But-
900?
No, it's a Jose modded.
Oh.
Try that.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's a Jose mod.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's nice.
And then I like to throw the Dutchman on top of that.
That makes the eyes up. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. There you go, folks.
That's it.
Oh. I'm sure that woke up my mother.
Sorry about all that.
Yeah, a little ruckus. There we go.
People be calling the police and all the noise.
What do I think of Norman guitars? I like them. Hey, Bumblebass, I dig the claw and the tumness and the archer. Nice.
Yeah, Thomas.
Mayhem says it sounds awesome. You got Pete! And then Mayhem apologizing to my mother.
Night Train. That's like the benchmark. Honestly, I think that to me, that lick Night Train is like the benchmark tone for
Damn.
for an 800.
You know how it works with super chats on this channel?
No.
Damn! I always
that
say
mean?
damn. SD Design says music soothes the savage beast. Thank you, dude. We will come over here. And where do I usually say that?
So what does this mean? What's super chat?
I just donate $5.
Nice.
Thank you for supporting the NAMM Fund, which is now Summer NAMM Fund, I guess.
Oh man, that'd be so fun. I'd be like total fanboy down there.
And since we're almost an hour and a half in, also, since it's the beginning of the month, folks, if interested, please support me on Patreon at patreon.com/Ben Coombs. You can join for as little as $1 a month.
That's a fine investment, ladies and gentlemen.
$1 a month.
$1 a month.
Yeah, we've got about a dozen guys over there. And there is some NAMM exclusive content over there. A NAMM vlog that was not released publicly. May eventually get released on here, but for NAMM only.
SD Designs. I think that's the first time I got. Is that? Did I rock? Is that what that was? You know what I get at home?
What's that?
Turn it down.
Yeah.
Why do you play the same song all the time?
I get the first two, they were okay, but that third one you played was really good. Oh, you mean the Van Halen song?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that wasn't the original?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
There's a reason why Van Halen.
I remember checking out Richie when they were doing the Vatican Assassins, when that was first ramping up. I sat in on a rehearsal.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you got some good stuff here. That last song, though, that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cover of I Want to Be Your Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, sorry.
Yeah. My band used to do a Green Day. We'd be like, yeah, we really like that second last song. You do that. Welcome to pay. Yeah. That's because we didn't write it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I like the original stuff.
It's just a different animal, eh?
Yeah. But I remember, the one song I thought was a cover. I said, I remember saying to you guys, like, your third song in, that was a cover. No, that's one of ours. Are you sure? Because it sounds like old Goo Goo Dolls. What do you mean? Before they started sucking?
Yeah. We had a good run there. Like, had one song make it into the top 10, I think, in the independent charts, and it's just a weird thing. Like when you
Is that I'm Still Smiling?
Yeah,
that was the song. That's very Goo Goo Dolls. Early Goo Goo Dolls.
But the thing was is like so, and you know this when you get the call when you're an original band, when you get the call to play to open, you could be open in front of 1,500, 2,000 people.
That's true.
Like like the one time we got called to open for.
Was it Theory of a Dead Man?
Theory of a Dead Man, all right? So we go open for Theory of a Dead Man, but we, play in front of 2,000 people, and it was bananas, huge, it was amazing. A week later, you're down playing at the local bar, playing in front of, like, Steve.
Yeah.
It's just
sharing a double bill with us when we're playing for the bar staff.
Exactly.
And each other.
And you're buying your own beers, and, 2 weeks before that, you were opening for Theory of a Dead Man. You had people catering food to you and giving you a drink. People carrying your stuff off stage, and which, by the way, I will say, the guys in Theory of a Dead Man are the nicest guys.
Damn,
really nice
SD
guys.
Design.
Yeah.
Another one. Wait for it to come up in the StreamYard, and we'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, I remember a couple times, I believe we would say to each other, hey, I'll buy you a beer and you can buy me one, just so we don't have to buy our own beer tonight.
Yeah, you feel like...
I want to feel like a rock star.
Yeah.
Done. For the Gearfest Fund. Done.
The Gearfest Fund.
Man, I was lit at Gearfest this year. Cosmo Gearfest. Mayhem picked me up and drove, so...
Yeah, I remember seeing that online. Maybe this year. I'm going to head up for that next year, or this summer.
Cool, well...
Yeah. We should all go together.
I was going to say, why don't you just meet up here with Mayhem? I assume, Mayhem, you want to go to Gearfest again this year? Met Greg Godovich last year at Gearfest. Wow. Which I told him, and ironically I did today. I shot a demo today of a new phaser I got, and I play Sweet Thing every time, because, that's a phaser-laced riff.
Yep.
So he's like, people don't remember my stuff. I was like, we do, buddy. I'm like, I play your riffs. Like, every time I demo a phaser, and he got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild last year. Alex and Getty from Rush were both there. Dave Grohl was driving them around as chauffeur.
See, I have to go to this next year.
Yeah.
This is Cosmofest.
Plus there's a concert all day outside.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, Richie Kotzen played. April Wine I've seen play there. Chilliwack played.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Zimmerman. Still got 21 people watching. Bunch of people bailed off, but that's okay. Go for a little while yet. You're good?
I'm good.
We've done an hour and a half already.
I'll give her a few more minutes here.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work in the morning.
There we go. We'll go till about 1:45. How about that?
For all your insurance needs, contact Peter Goyer. Sentinel Insurance Group.
That's right.
I gotta get my plug in there.
That's right.
Yes, I'm insurance salesman by day, wannabe rock star by night.
Nothing wrong with that.
Which is kind of what my entire band was, right? Like, Ryan was a teacher, Derek owns the fuel company.
Yeah.
We don't really know what Kyle did.
I thought he was a nurse or something.
He was a bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bass players.
God.
You're just happy they showed up.
Yeah. Yeah. He answered an ad on Kijiji. We hired him.
The anti-Babcock. We got him to replace Larry. I'm like, well, that's polar opposite. Kyle was the polar opposite.
Kyle's the sweetest human being.
He is.
He pulled up at the first practice we ever had, and I don't know, we were like, he's probably 20 years old, he's driving like this 1971 yacht. I don't even know what it was, and you could smell gas a mile away. It probably cost him $25 to drive across town.
Yeah, because it's just pissing out gas
And
everywhere.
he's got this practice amp about this big. And we could not say yes to the guy.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did sound for you guys, he walked in with that little amp. He's like, I think you're going to have to mic it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a think.
He has this funky, like, Saskatchewan accent or something. He never swore. He'd go, oh, shucks, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if my amp's loud enough, man. What do you think? God, I miss that guy. Kyle, if you're watching this, I miss you. I love you, buddy.
Rock on, Kyle.
Yeah.
I worked with his dad at that time, yeah.
No, they're all East Coast now. Probably under about 8 feet of snow right now.
Probably. Mayhem says, aren't we all wannabe guitar rock stars at night? Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Even the guys that are rock stars are wannabes because
There's always somebody better.
so little money in this racket too.
Ain't that the truth?
Unfortunately, you do it for the love.
Yep. Ain't that the truth? Hey, Brett McCord. Good to see you, man.
Rock on, Kyle. Fuck, man, that's funny.
Yeah, I didn't know Mayhem when you guys were still gigging around and stuff. Otherwise, he would have been out to the shows.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
I'm sure Mayhem's wife hates me too because he didn't play guitar when he met me. He played back in he was one of those guys play guitar back in high school and stopped.
Yeah.
Met me. Now he owns 10 guitars in the last year and a half.
Yeah, that's divorce material right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We'll probably get back together eventually. Like, it's just hard right now. But we have Derek's got a daughter in gymnastics, and his son's he's a good little hockey player, and Ryan's got 2 girls in competitive gymnastics.
Right.
And I got a daughter in university, and my son's a hockey player, so it's
Yep.
soon enough.
Okay, Mayhem has 11 guitars.
Is that it?
I didn't really know how many I had until I moved.
You know what?
I found a lot of gear I didn't realize I had.
I sold all mine. I got to that stage where it's like, all right, well, I know what I want. I want a nice Paul and I want a nice Telecaster, and I sold everything to kind of do that.
But I'm sure you would expand if the band ramps back. Well, I need a backup Les Paul for the Les Paul.
Yeah. I'm not a heavy player. I never broke. Even when I was like in my whammy bar stage, I never really went through strings.
No. Because that's right. Because I remember I always offered, like, if you break a string, I'll restring it for you. You never broke a string.
No, I don't think I did a single time. That one time, the one music fest we did, you were like the roadie there that one time.
Every year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time doing that.
Yep. Until I greened out Danny Guppy and she disappeared.
Oh, God.
Go to announce the next band. Where's Danny Guppy? And all I could hear was, the last anybody saw her, she was with Ben. I'm like, I'm sorry. Because she fucking took off. She's like, all I remember, she's going, I'm so high right now. I should call my boyfriend. And that was it.
God love her.
Yeah. Well, that's because I was playing bartender as well as.
Is that when we had the trailers?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the second year because the first year was Gob with the trailers. Second year was Trouble Charger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Gob, let's see. I remember saying I wouldn't know a member of Gob if I ran into him, and then I literally ran into one of the guys from Gob.
Well, they were nice guys.
Nice guys.
Yeah, really good.
And
guys.
then insulting the guys from Trouble Charger because I went on a rant about the carbon copy because it was on like everybody's board.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know what a carbon copy is. I'm like, what are you fucking new? Like,
Yeah.
wait. And then I went up to break down the boards after they played, and I looked at the
good.
nothing but hand-wired boutique pedals, and I went up and apologized, and he just laughed. He's like, yeah. I was like, so what's this stuff? And looking back now, we know all those guys of the gear he had.
Yeah. You know, you find most of these guys that are in the business just because they're quote-unquote rock stars. They're all just... They sit down and shit just like the rest
If
of
they're
us.
Canadian, chances are they have a day job regardless how famous they are.
Wow, yeah, you're right.
Unless you were big prior to the 90s.
Well, I mean, look at even Kim Mitchell. Like,
yeah, he's a DJ during the day.
He's just a phenomenal guitar player. In fact, I think the two greatest tones I've ever heard in my life are Eddie Van Halen and Kim Mitchell. Kim Mitchell's tone is listen to his tone. It's unbelievable. He plays through an 800 just dimed. And
Favorite Canadian tone?
Travers. Travers is...
Jerry Guillen from Honeymoon Suite.
Yeah.
He always had that tone.
Doesn't really crank my tractor.
Yeah, he was all JCM. Then he got into 5150s and Wolfgangs and stuff I noticed later on. But it was Kramer into a Marshall.
Yeah.
For years. Although he has a new signature Godin coming out.
They're a beautiful guitar.
They are.
Yeah.
And I forgot to say hello to Islander Winder. Hello. Any Canadian company that rivals Godin? Well, Godin's still a Canadian company. Sure, they build the guitars where you are, in, I believe, New Hampshire or Vermont or something. Now, they've outsourced to the U.S. How many companies outsource to the U.S.?
That's the oddest thing I've ever heard, actually.
Yeah. Well, leave it to Godin, right?
Yeah. It was a Caparelli or something like that. Come to find, they were Canadian.
Yep.
Canadian guitars. Come to find out, they were Asian.
Yeah, they're at Final Assembly here.
Yeah.
Prestige Guitars out of BC. They're nice.
Who's the guys that make the nice acoustic guitars?
Larrivee. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of the family. He's one of the head builders. He's been there for 50 years now.
They're beautiful. Yeah. There's just, you know what? It's too, is like when you look back to like the 80s and 90s, there's a lot of shit on the market then.
Yeah.
And now you can get into a nice guitar for $250. There's no reason why, you know.
That blue one.
Yeah.
$200
Yeah.
retail.
Yeah.
Jackson. Plays great.
Nothing wrong with
Just
that.
don't use the bar.
Yeah. Oh, it's not the locking?
No, it's got like a Fender style trim.
Yeah. But you don't need that anymore.
No. But for $200, and it sounds great. The neck's great. Super thin neck, as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like an Ibanez neck.
Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 12-inch radius. But it plays great. I bonded with it. Actually, I bonded with one looked just like it, but it was in red. But then I was like, do I need two candy apple red guitars?
Well, yeah.
So I went with a blue instead. It was my birthday present to myself last year. That was the other thing. When you're single, you get some really good birthday gifts to yourself.
Yeah, I'd be happy to sleep in. That's my birthday gift.
There is that.
I got a kid that plays hockey.
Unless my niece is over. Then,
all I do is drive.
Yeah. Damn you, Amanda, when you work Saturday mornings. Can't go wrong with a Jackson guitar. That's right. Awesome, folks. Well, do you have any other questions for us? We'll probably start wrapping things up here, folks.
What about do you do like your outtake, like that you do there?
My sign off?
Yeah, but you do this heavy.
Oh, Greasy Weasel.
I've never heard it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that's my song.
That's yours?
Yeah. Wrote that after I got that 87, because you hear a certain tone, and I just started riffing, and
yeah, that
pedal has inspired Lawrence pedals in general. Lawrence Petross, if you're watching, and
it's a beautiful pedal.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, really nice pedal.
Yeah, I met him actually through Phil McKnight at NAMM last year. we just headed off, and
Know your gear.
Lawrence should be coming back on the channel soon. We're waiting for confirmation. His people are supposed to contact my people. That's what we say.
I wish I had people.
I'm a one-man operation on YouTube, and he's a one-man operation pedal builder, so that's the big joke, right? Have the marketing division contact your publicist.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd actually just see in case he has, in fact. Oh, no. Alright.
You use Vaseline to do what? With your what?
To oil my fretboard, wonderful stuff can be used for many things. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Oh, buddy.
I think we're still caught up there. All right. Well, folks, if you got nothing else to add, we'll probably wrap things up here, folks. Which I'll remind you, this Sunday we have Rob Welch from Tesi Switch coming on. This coming Monday, Connects with Guitars with myself. And then I think we're doing just a community-style hangout the Sunday after that, which those are the ones that go 3 or 4 hours and involve alcohol consumption and.
That sounds like a fun day.
They are fun, yeah.
It's a Sunday?
Yeah. You never know who's going to show up.
Caesar Sundays.
Every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, this is what I do.
I might just barge through your front door tomorrow on Sunday.
There we go. Colin C says, Pete Goyer, who are you? I googled you and didn't find much. Where can I hear you play? Are you in a band? I may be completely naive, but want to know more.
Who am I?
I don't know. Did Ryan Silence ever put out anything on YouTube?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, look up Rye and Silence. R-Y-E and Silence.
So, like, what does every married guy want? That's where the name came from.
I like it. Have we played Source Audio pedals? Have you?
Never heard of them.
I have heard of them, but I haven't tried their stuff. Mayhem says, great to meet you, Pete. Rock on, man. Hopefully we meet up for a road trip to Cosmo Fest this summer.
Sounds like fun. I think that if I get invited, I could probably make that trip.
Well, I think you're invited.
Let's do it.
All right.
Mayhem. Sounds like a wild man.
He can be.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right on.
He brings lots of pre-rolled treats along for the ride. And
I wouldn't know anything about that stuff. I'm a good Catholic boy. Not really. No.
If you are, I'm not.
No.
There we go. And he just posted a link to Ryan Silence YouTube channel.
That's us.
Cool.
I think for some reason, YouTube took down like 3/4 of our songs for copyright infringements.
I'll do it.
So Ryan, our singer, songwriter, band manager, all around,
right,
emailed them and said, "Hey, those are our songs.
Yep.
Can you please put them back?" And I don't think they ever did.
What they will do is they take away the monetization a lot of the times, but then you'll still get it back anyways because it goes through. They send it to the copyright holder, which is still you.
Yeah.
I have a few musician friends that get dinged on their own music.
Yeah. Yeah.
But YouTube isn't exactly fast on it because I got dinged last week on a song I had up from the Honey Badger outfit, and we broke up in April. And they just caught it the other day.
I've got one on my YouTube channel. I use a Van Halen song on my YouTube channel. I think I'm up to 4 or 5,000 views on it.
Nice. Hey, Grumpy Mike.
Grumpy Mike.
Yeah. So there we are, folks.
Absolute mayhem. Thank you for the plug.
He is the man.
My band. Thank you.
Awesome. So there we go, folks. We'll probably wrap things up. We've gone the better part of 2 hours here.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's all the fun of a gig with it, the load in and load out.
Yeah.
And you get to sit.
Yeah.
There you go, Colin C. Welcome. And anybody that's new, again, please subscribe, like, share. We got 18. Oh, we got 20 people still watching. So we'll wrap things up. Do you have anything to add, my good man?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing. Just play guitar and fuck ISIS and all that other shit. You know what I mean?
Well, we don't usually get political on here, but I'll agree.
Well, whatever. You know. Anybody that behaves like they do, they need to go fuck off. But
that's true. There we are. And I think next time I might lower the camera angle a bit because I realize they're looking at the top of my head half the time as I'm reading out. Or maybe I'll move the laptop up a bit higher. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's a work in progress. So we figured we'd just set up, go live, have fun, trying out new setup with a guest in-house. So
This was fun. Thanks a lot, Ben.
well, thanks
Appreciate
for coming
it.
on, man.
This is great.
Yes, and it's great catching up.
It's awesome what you're doing here because you're spreading music, and I think that we're not getting enough of that. There's not enough music education in school, and there's not just it's all computerized, like boom, 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 shit.
Yep.
And I think the kids need to pick up one of these things and learn how to play it.
You know, if you get a
commit
kid
to it.
interested in one of these, they're not going to do drugs. Well,
No, because
Or they'll do different
You'll be
drugs.
slinging it on the weekend. That's why. No,
too busy
I just
playing
think
with this
that
and pouring all your money into these.
kids just have to learn to slow down, and it's a long road learning this thing.
Yep.
And
All right, Dennis Brio doesn't mind the camera angle. Good. Apparently, you got another fan now.
what's that?
Colin C.
I don't
He's
see
got
it.
another fan, Pete Goyer.
What's that? I got a fan.
Yeah, you got another fan.
Oh man, that
Nice.
makes two. Right on.
Because I'm a fan.
Well, maybe sometime Ben will have me back again.
There we
This is-
go.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ben. I
Definitely
appreciate
have to
it.
do it again. So there you go, folks. So, if you haven't already, leave one of these bad boys. Thumbs up on the video. If you're watching on replay, definitely leave a comment down below if you want to see more of this stuff. It's funny enough because we had talked about 6 months ago, like things I want to do on the channel, and one of the things I wanted to do was talk to more local guys because like we were talking off air. I still get messages from guys that play in local bands. They're like, "Oh, you have a YouTube channel?"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah, dude, I've been following you for a year now. I think this is great what you've been doing.
Yeah.
But
And
there's so much talent.
yeah, there's so much talent, and I want to get the word out to various people. So, we'll have, we'll have the guys from Sleazer on in a couple of weeks, and we got Rob coming on. Got a bunch of people coming on over the next few months, folks. Too many to name. So, hope you all had a good time. Appreciate all the donations. Again, thanks everybody that tuned in, and as always, hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. Karma's real. I'm living the dream. He's living the dream. I hope you are too. Cheers. Rock on and be good to each other, folks.